You know what's interesting about movies?
There's nothing interesting about movies.
I'm going to name one thing that's interesting about movies.
I defy you to name even one thing or even two things interesting about movies.
But it could just be one.
Yeah. One will satisfy my requirements for interesting things about movies.
Okay, it's interesting that within different comic book universes, actors have played different roles. Now, you might be like, sure, like Ryan Reynolds has played like Green Lantern and Deadpool or whatever. But that's like an old continuity with Green Lantern. You know what I mean? Who cares? But you know, there's a bunch of actors who have played MCU roles in addition to DCEU roles. Same universes at the same time, still happening all the time.
God damn it, James. That is interesting.
You know what it is. And now you have to leave a like, don't you?
Yes.
And so does everybody else who thinks this is interesting. Actually, no. Just leave a like regardless of whether you think it's interesting.
Okay, well, I can't leave a like now. Should I leave a like on a different video?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Don't even worry about it.
All right.
Okay, so I've got a whole list here. I'm going to go through them together, if you don't mind.
Okay,
Which
great.
you wouldn't, because you think it's so interesting.
Oh, I've built a rod for my own back. Folks, I didn't think it was that interesting, but he's going to go through the list now.
Okay, here's
It's like when somebody starts up a slideshow at their house. You're like, you want to see my holiday snaps? I want to see one holiday snap.
I want to see you pretending to push over the Eiffel Tower or whatever.
Yeah. That's all I want.
Okay, let's start with J.K. Simmons, because he's played, of course, James Gordon, in addition to J. Jonah Jameson. Well, two versions, but we know at least one of those versions is in the MCU. The
That
bald
is true.
version. You know, the haired version. Who knows what he's up to?
So that satisfies your extremely specific rules for this video.
Yes.
Okay,
Because if
alright.
I'm just like, Dolph Lundgren was like the Punisher in the 80s and then he was in Aquaman. Who gives a shit?
I
Do you know what
I
mean?
do. I love that.
So that's interesting, is it?
Yeah. What other things has Dolph Lundgren been in?
Those are all the things I remember.
A Rocky movie.
A Rocky movie. Two Rocky movie. This is
Oh,
not...
that's right. They were nearly going to have a scuffle in a car park or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was in a foyer.
Yeah.
David Harbour. Recently, you saw him as Red Guardian.
It's true.
Russian man. Didn't speak a lot of Russian. A lot of people didn't speak a lot of Russian in that movie. But he also played, and everybody will remember this, the character of Dexter Tolliver, who you might know as the guy who's like, what if Superman came into the White House and he was like, this is my White House now, everybody get out. I'm going to paint this White House. I'm gonna paint it a different color. Who can stop me? I'm Superman.
It's the brown house now. What do you think about that? Not even a nice looking brown.
We don't like it. I don't care. Superman. Anyway, he played National Security Advisor for the President.
Whoa.
So yeah, there you go.
I mean, he was also Hellboy.
Different. No, Mason. We're talking DC, EU, and MCU. That's
Okay,
strictly
sure.
the most interesting thing.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So he was a super soldier and a pencil pusher.
Correct. What about this one? David Mulchin, right?
Yes.
He played both Polka Dot Man.
Yes.
And he also played Kurt in the Ant-Man movies. I mean, he's also in like The Dark Knight, and he's in maybe The Flash and a bunch of other stuff. Do you know what I mean? That guy's literally everywhere. But isn't that interesting, Mason?
It's very interesting.
Yeah, I agree. It's interesting.
Guy gets around.
Do you know who else is interesting as both an actor and the man?
Go on.
Michael Keaton.
Very agreed. Strong agree.
And you might be like, but he played Batman in a previous universe, and that's not interesting.
In a previous life.
Yes, but he's back because he's going to be turning up in the Flash movie, which is just a Batman movie at this point. And of course, he also played the Vulture
And also Ray Kroc.
in...
The McDonald's movie.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's called The Founder, but he didn't found McDonald's. I mean, he found...
He found somebody who founded it.
That's right. And he nicked all their ideas.
Yeah, the founder.
Allegedly. Is he still alive?
Probably not.
Then he definitely stole all their ideas.
Sounds like a certain Elon Musk type.
Oh.
Elon Musk specifically.
Oh.
Never really invented anything is what I'm saying.
Oh.
He just bought into PayPal. He bought Tesla.
Well, neither did the Vulture, did he?
That's a good
He didn't invent
point.
nothing, did he?
That's a good
That
point.
was the Tinkerer.
It's a good point.
Yeah, and those aliens.
There's aliens. Does that mean Michelle Pfeiffer's going to turn up as well, though? Because she's in Ant-Man and she was Catwoman.
Great question.
Because we know in the TV Arrowverse universe.
There was a newspaper clipping that said they were married.
Yeah, that's
so-
right. What about this one? Digimon Honsu played a few people. He played Korath
That's right, in Guardians.
and also Captain Marvel. He played the Wizard, Shazam, in the movie Shazam. And he also played a fishman who was promptly killed in the movie Aquaman for not doing a good kingdom or something. Do you remember? They're like, you're not doing enough kingdoms.
right.
We're trying to make kingdoms do war, and you're not doing that, fishman. So yeah, there you go. Underrated actor. He should like be around in more things all the time, I feel. You don't think so, but that's fine.
I strongly agree.
What about, speaking of Shazam, what about, that's the Australian...
He's got a little twinkle in his eye that he's thought of a funny way to say that word.
No, that's how we say it in Australia. He played, or he does play Shazam, continues to, and he played Fandral. He was Takeover Fandral from the first Fandral and the first Thor. He stepped on board for
One
the
of the
second.
Warriors 3, for people who are
Correct.
confused, yes.
Until he was murdered in third Thor.
Now, he was Tweedly Mustache Man?
He was, that's
Okay,
right. Second Tweedly Mustache Man. So yeah, there you go. Lawrence Fishburne. Here we go. Here we go, Mason.
Brace yourselves, folks.
You don't need to brace yourself for
He's
this
been
one.
in 2 roles. Get a load of this.
You're going to find it very interesting. He played Perry White in the Batman v Superman universe.
The least curious newspaper man there ever is.
Yeah, that's right. Do your sports report. Isn't there a guy in a bat costume doing murders? No. I mean, yes, but do the sports report. Clark. Remember he holds up like a Blake newspaper? And he's like, nobody's filled in this sports report yet. That's journalism. But of course, he also played Bill Foster, a.k.a.
Goliath.
Correct, Mason. Well done. I was going to say it a funny way, but I already did that joke. You know what I mean? And maybe I'll save it for a big finish.
Sure.
Yeah. Here's one for you. Adwale Akinoye Agbaje, he played Killer Croc.
That's right.
Remember the smallest Killer Croc you could imagine.
With the biggest head.
That's right. In addition to Elgrim, a big like wood demon elf or something.
Oh.
Do you remember?
Nope.
He was friends with Christopher Eccleston.
Nope.
And he was like, stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm going to kill Thor's mother or whatever.
Oh,
Stomp,
no, I
stomp,
do remember
stomp.
that line, yeah.
Yeah. But he may not have killed Thor's mother, but he was there.
And he's also a G.I. Joe guy.
He's a G.I. Joe guy, that's
But-
right. He's a Mummies the Return guy.
That's right.
He's Mr. Echo in Lost. He's in other things almost
You
certainly.
can do it all.
He can do it all. Speaking of doing it all, or these 2 roles at least. Idris Elba, recently Bloodsport, less recently Heimdall.
That's correct, yeah.
Though might be coming back also, he's hinted at. So yeah, there you go. Bring his big gold helmet. Let him step back into the sun. Do you know what I mean? Let him
Who's
catch...
operating that rainbow bridge when he's not around?
What's his name? The guy with the 2 machine guns.
He's dead.
Yeah, he died. Don't know then.
And the manual fell behind the couch, so who knows how to operate that bridge anymore?
Who knows? Who knows at this point? There's a bunch of, though, Guardians Suicide Squad crossover people because of the James Gunn connection, obviously. We got Stallone, who played Stakar and also King Shark. There's also a bunch of others like Michael Rooker, Savant, in addition to Yondu, Steve Agee, Taika Waititi, Sean Gunn.
Oh.
All of these people, different things at different times. Couldn't be the same time.
Sometimes all things to all men.
I agree. A couple of my favorites to end on, though. Randall Park played both Dr. Stephen Shin in Aquaman.
Yes.
Remember, he was like, I'm going to learn all the Aquaman secrets in Aquaman secrets? Is that right?
Yep. Yep.
And he also plays Jimmy Woo.
That's right.
Magician extraordinaire. More recently, WandaVision, but he was in the Ant-Man movies.
Are they 2 original characters?
The Aquaman one is definitely not.
Okay.
And I think the other one also might not be.
Oh, so either 0 or 1 original characters.
That's right. Let me check that out. Yeah, he's also in the comics. They're all in the comics. There you go. Wow. What's so much for Hollywood originality? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I love Dexter Tolliver, who probably isn't a DC Comics character.
He's probably got a 4-issue limited series.
He might now, yeah. Callan Mulvey.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to end on this one. We're going to end strong.
Australia's own Callan Mulvey.
Patron saint of our podcast, The Weekly Planet.
Alumni from Heartbreak High.
Correct. He played both Jack Rowlands, a guy who gets beat up in an elevator in Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and various other movies. He's showing up, isn't he? And he's also KG Beast, famously exploded by Batman.
That's right.
So that's fun. 2 significant deaths, probably. I don't know if he died in an elevator, but he probably didn't walk away from that. Let's think about it. Anyways, that's it. That's everything. But it's not everything, because maybe people have other suggestions. Do you know what I mean? Do you have any others?
No.
There we go then. That's it then, isn't it?
But who's your favourite? James?
Callan Mulvey. I said it
Oh,
already.
yeah, you did. It's true.
It's my favourite. I think he's great. But also, you might think our podcast's great. You might not. I can understand that. It's called The Weekly Planet, where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. That comes out every Monday. It actually comes out a day early on our subscription service, Big Sandwich, which you can find at bigsandwich.co, where we do movie commentaries, bonus podcasts. You get early videos. It's all happening over there, isn't it, Mason, all of the
It's
time?
non-stop. So much content.
I don't like how busy it is. But we do it. We make it happen.
I mean, it's your call. We could do less.
No, more, Mason.
Okay.
We could do more.
And you'd like it less.
Yes, that's
All right.
right. All right, let's get out of here.
Grab that jam, you guys. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.